Alright, so we got an interesting video. We got what do Space Marines do in their free time, Warhammer 40k lore. But before we get to the video, man, I got something special dropping on January 3rd, which is next Friday. Really excited about it, man. I've been working on a lot of, like, let's just say designs and stuff like that. So I'm definitely excited to let you guys know what it is. And hopefully you guys enjoy it, man. Let's go to the video.
G'day, guys and gals.
What's up, man?
The ultimate commodity in life is time. Money,
True.
friendship, and even ass comes and goes, but time is always running out. As such, you can learn a lot about people by how they spend their valuable spare time that they have. While Space
True.
Marines are gigantic, roided up super soldiers with incredibly limp dicks, they
Yo, that's not, yo, what is up with this dude, yo? Yo, I wonder, yo, if you know what it means. Like, bro, what is, yeah.
they're still people, and as such, despite 40k being, how it is, they still have a decent amount of free time. Arguably more than all of us, because in the long run, they don't really die of old age. Did you know that the Blood Angels are actually accomplished artists and poets? You know, when they aren't accidentally killing their allies. Did you know that various Chaos Space Marines are avid brewers of various alcohols? Most of them are really bad at it, but a hobby is a hobby, you know?
Okay, yeah,
Before
true.
we get started, two things. Firstly, 300,000 subscribers.
Nice.
Wow, that happened pretty quick. You guys and gal have been subscribing at record rates. Like, this is the largest month for the channel ever by far.
Oh,
and I
that's
spent half
that's
the time
what's
having
up,
a
man.
drunken bender, so thank you. We actually got to 300k so quickly that the Majorkill 300k merch isn't available yet. Unlike
Okay.
previous milestones, I won't be selling a hoodie for 300k due to various reasons I'm not going to get into. However, I decided to get a limited edition 300.
That kind of reminds me of something. I might be dropping something on January 3rd. It's crazy.
A Majorkill mini created. It's 300k, 300 Spartans, Space Spartans. That's it. 300 limited edition Space Spartans to celebrate 300,000 subscribers. They'll also have 3 head variants, come with a 32mm base, and will be completely kit bashable with official models. So if you wanted to have, I don't know, a Minotaur force, you could get this guy to proxy as a special model and then use the 2 extra head variants to make 2 of the other units in your squad more Spartan-y. He's
Okay.
not available yet for sale, however, he is available to reserve. So if you want to guarantee an order spot for him,
Oh,
message
make sure you
me on
guys, like,
Discord
are
and I'll make
subscribed
sure you
as
get a
well,
private
because,
sale
you guys
within
might,
24 hours before he goes live.
You guys might get a little
When will he
something,
be
you know, if you're
available?
subscribed.
Well, this brings me to
you know?
my next point. I'm going to LA for 10 days on Friday as a cheeky holiday. I
Really?
won't be making content while I'm away, but by the time I get back, he'll be ready to go. If you are from LA and you want to get a beer, then let me know on Discord, and if enough of us are keen,
Oh,
we can all go
nice.
and get on the piss together. Today we'll be going over the basic universal schedule that covers most Astartes. From there we will dive deeper into the lore to discover the various different hobbies and even holidays that the various Space Marine chapters like to play around with.
Okay.
Let's get into
Let's
it.
get into it. Let's go.
First things first, we've got to figure out how often a Space Marine gets spare time so we know what kind of things are available for them to do. The setting of 40k can be summed up by listening to an 8-year-old kid play with Lego spaceships. Pew, 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 ba-bam, pew. There's a lot of war, and as Space Marines are built for war, it keeps them quite busy. However, heading to war zones takes weeks. Waiting for reinforcements before entering a war zone can take even longer. Wounded Space Marines stationed on home worlds, Astartes that supervise new recruits, the post-war cleanup. There are plenty of times where Space Marines are not balls deep in the galaxy's problems. Here's what GW says an average loyalist Space Marine's daily life looks like. 4 AM, it's wake up time. Say their prayers and oaths to the Emperor before listening to the announcements of the day. Stuff like Employee of the Month, or the Astartes putting bets on to see which recruits will survive the induction process.
These guys are betting at 6 a.m. Are you serious? These guys are making bets on people at 6 a.m. Absolute degenerates.
At 5 AM, it's live firing target practice. Space Marines will spend 2 hours straight shooting shit in a competitive format. High scorers will get praised and rewarded, whilst unco failures will get ripped into. His battle brothers are likely telling him that they fucked his mum. It's now 7 AM and they begin a 5-hour training session which varies depending on their needs. If they're heading to a jungle war zone, then the training will involve jungle warfare. If it's a close quarter battleground, then melee combat will be refined. After 7 hours straight of training, we get to the midday prayer, where any injured Astartes from the 7-hour training session will go to the apothecaries. They'll also have lunch around this time.
Okay.
Post-lunch is a debrief of the morning's training, as well as intel briefings regarding their upcoming battle zone. After this, the Astartes will have another 5 hours of battle practice, which varies depending on what the chapter is lacking or needs to prepare for. It hits around 9 PM after this, and the worn-out Space Marines have their dinner and evening prayers. In many chapters, this is also around the time where various Battle Brothers gene seeded.
So like when are we like when are we hopping on the game or something? Like when are we like, you know, like when are we like, you know, like we're like when we gonna hop on the game? Like that's not a thing. Like what's going on? Like listen, I understand. Like, you know, we gotta be serious and stuff like that. You know, for the Emperor, I understand that. But like, yo, when we hopping on the game, yo? Like when are we, you know, playing like some, I don't know, like some Fortnite or something, you know, or some WoW. You know, I set that cancerous game. But like, bro, when are we like, you know, when are we like, you know, playing a game? Like, what's going on? Like 5 hours of battle training. Bro, the Sidemen's, they don't even do that. If I'm being honest with you, like the Sidemen's, bro, we only do what? About 1 hour of practice. And we go out, we win, like, you know, we win most of our battles. Like, and we hang out with our family. We play the game. Like, I actually got Vulcan's, I got his PSN. You know, me and him, we're friends on PlayStation. You know, a lot of these guys, they're doing 5 hours of battle and they still lose. Like, just tough, you know, but, you know, maybe that's just me.
Tested to ensure a lack of corruption. After this, another cheeky 2-hour nighttime training session before each Space Marine checks and maintains their gear, before they're given an official 15 minutes of free time before bed at 12 AM.
15? Wait, did he just say bedtime at 12 AM? Bedtime at 12 AM and they wake up at 4? Bro, how do they even have rest? Bro, their bodies are not even resting. Like, 4 hours of sleep is atrocious, bro.
Then after 4 hours of sleep, they do it all again. This is taken from the 3rd edition Space Marine Codex, so whilst this lore is old as fuck, I don't really see too much of an issue with it, other than the fact that most Space Marine chapters don't actually pray to or see the Emperor as a god. If anything, the above routine looks exactly like what the Black Templars would do, except replace all firing exercises with sword fighting. Now you might look at this and be like, what the fuck? 15 minutes of free time? I can't even enjoy a good wank that fast.
Yo, Majorkill, what have we? Yo, didn't we talk? Like, bro, what? First of all, it take you that long? Okay, let me stop.
Let alone fit in all my hobbies. But if you actually look, there is plenty of time. Essential training, meals, and briefings take up around 12 hours, while shit like prayers and other less essential tasks take up around 8 hours. As such, those 8 hours could be seen as the time the Space Marine chapter members spend on recreational activities or hobbies. The Black Templars view prayers as a mandatory recreational hobby, whilst the Blood Angels and Space Wolves don't. The Blood Angels are actually shown to be wonderful artists. This is because when Sanguinius found his sons, they were a bunch of bloodthirsty berserkers that were crazy enough to make the World Eaters look like a bunch of Ultramarines. Sanguinius taught his sons that through the pursuit of nobility, creativity, and beauty, they could overcome their savagery and be the true bastions of mankind's ideals. This actually worked really well. The Blood Angels' artistic talents and dedication have been shown to delay and suppress the Black Rage and Red Thirst. The Blood Angels' successor chapter, the Angels Resplendent, got so arty that they almost completely wiped out the Black Rage from their chapter. They even abolished their Death Company because they didn't have any angels to put into it. But, as this is Warhammer, eventually shit went sideways for the Angels Resplendent as their chaplains took over and banned spare time, resulting in many members of the chapter losing their shit and falling to the Black Rage. Fair enough. A bit of wholesome Blood Angels lore I read was that they often have art classes together, one of the senior members of the chapter even going around and giving feedback and encouragement to the other angels' work.
Okay.
The Ultramarines are heavily involved in the running and politics of Ultramar, hence the 8 or so hours they have per day would likely be spent on administrative tasks and processes to help the realm run at maximum.
Man, these guys, man, they got them doing college tests. They got these guys studying for the PSSA. They got these guys studying for the great exam. Like, oh man, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Man, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I wasn't the smartest guy in the bunch, but at the same time, man, I finessed my way through high school, bro. I finessed. We had Instagram group chats, Snapchat group chats, and everything like that. That's how I finessed, you know, and that's how you finesse too. Don't act like you know that you knew everything. No, buddy, you copy off your friend's homework. You know that, and he copied off the group chat as well. Like, come on, bro, we all finessed in high school and college and stuff like that. So I don't want people to be here and be like, oh well, no, I did my homework. No, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Don't even sit there shaking your head like you did. You didn't. You're lying to yourself, okay? And you're lying to us too. We don't like liars over here, okay? I promise you. Man, they got these guys studying 8 hours a day, bro, just for the great exam. Man, I would be pissed.
Efficiency. Guilliman made a point to train his Ultramarines to be legendary governors and leaders so that they would still have practical application when the Great Crusade ended. The space...
Oh, he kind of wanted... So basically, he wanted them to have, like, jobs and stuff after. Okay, all right, yo, Guilliman, he's real for that, bro. He still wanted all of his Ultramarines to be millionaires after. I respect that. Vulcan wants us... Actually, Vulcan actually set me up with a 401k after I served as well. You know, he actually... I think he had me around, what, 2.2... $2.9 million after I served, so yeah, it was good too.
Probably have the most enjoyable free time as they love drinking, hunting, and brawling, and if the rumors are to be believed, fornicating.
Okay, that sounds like a guy from Kansas. That's like, those are all his dopamine hits right there. Okay, I respect that.
Parisian women are no joke. The Space Wolves are one of the only groups of people who have figured out how to brew beer strong enough to genuinely get an Astartes drunk.
Oh, wow.
The Salamanders have a lot of culture and rituals, hence their free time mostly revolves around cuddling each other and playing with fire and shit. In saying that though, the Salamander Astartes are often given leave to go live amongst the people of Nocturne and help them, even being encouraged to hang out with their own families that raised them.
I told you, did you think I was lying to you? I told you. We go home and we hang out with our family. Did you think I was lying to you? I'm not. I told you, we don't like liars over here. I'm not going to lie to you. Bro, I literally got done talking to Vulcan, like, literally last week, bro. He's doing good. He's hanging out with the fam. Like, that's what we do in our free time, you know? Like, did you guys think that I was, like, going to lie to you or something like that? Come on, guys. Like, bro, who do you take me as? Like, come on, bro. Like, bro, I'm really, like, in the inside of this thing, bro.
This is a big contributor as to why the Salamanders are a lot more caring and considerate than the other chapters.
Told you.
They are encouraged to hold on to their humanity. Surprisingly, the White Scars don't spend all their free time revving the fuck out of their jet bikes. They too are encouraged to practice artistry and poetry. Funnily enough, video games exist in the grimdark universe of 40k.
I told you. This is what, bro, we legit, bro, like, the Salamanders, we play video games. Did you guys think I was lying to you? I'm not lying to you at all, bro. I know y'all thought I was trolling, whatever. Bro, I'm not trolling. I really live this life.
The Iron Warriors regularly played a version of Warhammer 40k on both tabletop and computers called Cogitators in Warhammer, whilst the Iron Hands regularly play VR simulation games. They say it's for training, but I don't know what you would learn from playing Yandari Simulator. Pre-heresy, the Thousand Sons spent their free time researching and writing books. Ahriman even grew a vineyard and made some of the finest wine in the entire galaxy. He actually planned on retiring when the Great Crusade was finished to focus on his vineyard full time. Whilst sparring with melee weapons was a part of each Space Marine's training, often their official training time would focus more on tactics and range warfare rather than the significantly less practical art of 1v1ing people in a melee duel during a full-on war zone. In saying this though, sword fighting is fucking dope, hence many Space Marines do it in their spare time for fun. Some Space Marines use very obscure melee weapons, hence they need to dedicate most of their spare time in mastering the weapon. It seems as if Chaos Space Marines spend most of their time on these kind of activities. That does bring me to Chaos Marines. What the fuck do they do during their spare time? Well, the thing is, due to Chaos being a bit chaotic, Chaos Marines technically have as much spare time as they want. Any training they do is because they are either forced to by their war masters before a war, or they simply just want to do it. The Emperor's Children are probably the best example of this. They are always high as fuck, going on wild sex and drug-fueled benders, or just torturing their slaves. World Eaters are in a similar boat, but replace the sex with killing. The main draw that turns loyalists into traitors is the break from routine and the freedom to do whatever the fuck they want. A consequence to this disorganization though is that most traitor warbands are low on supplies, low on servants, have outdated or damaged gear, and are low on Space Marines. By forgoing mandatory routine and discipline, they forgo organization. Even the less cooked warbands, such as the Night Lord warbands, are still very poor, having to scavenge warplate from dead loyalist Astartes or even their own fallen battle brothers, whilst their ships fall deeper and deeper into disrepair. Some people scratch their heads as to why the traitor legions struggle to even make a small dent in the Imperium, despite having their Primarchs around, and it's because they're always outnumbered, outgunned, and outsupplied by the forces of the Emperor. There's a reason why Guilliman is seen as one of the most top-tier Primarchs, despite being a pretty bad fighter. He can organise the tits out of everything. Going back to Chaos Marines, they have been shown to also engage in artistic pursuits, although the materials they use for their art are a lot less wholesome than something the Blood Angels would use. Not joking, there are artworks out there made by Chaos Marines that use nothing but blood, shit, and cum painted on a canvas of flayed human flesh. In a funny bit of lore, the heavily corrupted Death Guard Chaos Lord Vrox writes down the names and encounter of everyone he's ever killed in a rotting disease, the book. Funnily enough though, he is actually super articulate and has very nice handwriting. Very honourable dude as well.
Let me find out y'all support any of these guys that be using all those species and stuff like that to do that. Let me find out. Let me find out. Let me find out who we got as the freaksters in this community. Let me find out. I want all the freaksters to reveal themselves in the comments down below. I want to see. I want to see all the nasty freak Diddy 2.0s. I want y'all all to reveal yourself, because this is some straight Diddy behavior, bro. This is this is Diddy behavior. I want all the Diddies to come up here, and I'm not talking about Diddy Kong. I'm talking about the Sean Diddy Combs. I'm talking about all you guys. Step up, bro. I want to see who's really a freak out there, yo. Because if you support this, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm reporting you straight to the authorities. Me? Yeah. I'm reporting you to the authorities. Yep.
Well, often promises his enemies an uncorrupted burial if they fight with honor. One of the most wholesome Chaos Marines being a rotting, walking Nurgle-like corpse should really show how fucking twisted Chaos is. There are other snippets of lore we get to see, such as the Raven Guard playing hide and seek with each other and the World Eaters engaging in gladiatorial games. However, Warhammer lore often doesn't spend much time looking at the downtime before each war. It's more so on the pew-pew and less so on the wholesome hobbies. But from this video, you should be able to see that a Space Marine is more than just a walking murder machine. They are walking murder machines that sometimes write poetry and shit. If you enjoyed the video and you want to support the channel,
shout out to Majorkill, man, for this. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel. By the way, I have something special, something amazing, something magnificent dropping January 3rd. A little something, man. First time ever doing it. Really excited about it. My heart is just beating out of my chest just thinking about it. I can't wait to let's just say make more, designs of it. But yes, just know that we got something dropping January 3rd, next Friday. Hopefully you guys are ready, because guess what? I'm ready, man. See you guys later. I'm out. Peace out.